Much better. I don't know if that frosted glass look was at all. Let me know when y'all pull up. I'll get it started. CJ, what up? Ooh, Lord. Good to see you, King. Welcome back. You on time. We both on time today. Oh, how about that? B is like the sunrise, guaranteed. Give her a second. All day, what up? Fall in, fall in, fall in. This gonna be a quick one. Mostly because it's like 90 degrees, 8, 98 degrees, and hot in here for no reason. Good to hear it. Glad you made it safe to Baltimore. Whew. Thank you, Jesus. Oh man. Oh, the AC is on, but these lights are not okay. You know what I'm saying? Sitting behind these lights just to make it look some kind of sexy. Not okay. Not okay. And it's hot as a motherfucker outside, bro. It's hot and out here right now. Like this ain't even a game. AC is working. But I don't know if you noticed in Baltimore, but we had like a roving blackout situation. Like a bunch of places lost power for a while. So I'm trying to do the considerate thing, keep the lights off, just keep the cocoa butter, just keep the lights off and keep the AC on and let that be the only thing that's rocking. Um, yeah, yeah, it's like that. It's like that. I'm gonna get into this real quick, and then we can double back and have like one of the main discussions. Let's get the party started. Brothers and sisters, mothers and misses, blingers and blisses. Like to welcome you to the garage, home to the worldwide mechanics. I'm the lead mechanic, Mike Rashawn. Do me a favor, come on in, get your coveralls, get your tool belt. Let's get this thing on the rack and see where we at. The way we rock, you know what it is. Likes, hypes, subs. That's the best way to show your boy love. Um, I'm watching Academics go at Jay. I promise you, I don't understand what his obsession is with Jay, like what this hullabaloo is when it comes to Rock Nation and Jay Z in general. Lamar, what up, bro? But it's yeah, he definitely is, bro. Like, here's my thing, and this is how I know I'm in the wrong restaurant when it comes time to discuss things as far as Homeboy is concerned, as far as his whole crowd is concerned. Have you ever noticed they rarely talk music? It's everything else. It's everything else. All I hear when it comes to Jay Z slander is you're not gonna make us believe that this 60-year-old dude is you're not gonna make this y'all trying to make this 60-year-old dude the hottest dude out. You trying to make him as hot as Drake. I'd rather talk about Drake. I'd rather talk about Future. Like, bro. bro, bro, bro. If the only thing you have to go on is age, this is a piss poor argument. If every time you mention Jay, you got to bring up how old he is and then blow the number up to try and make your point. You got to round up to make your point. But if every time, bro, every time the first thing out of your mouth is how old he is, I don't understand. Like that's all you have? That doesn't feel like a weak that doesn't feel like a weak argument to you. Just his age. Never mind the fact that he's selling out shit left, right, and center. A stadium in NYC, 3 days in a row, sold out from top to bottom. And I can tell you, as someone who is on ground zero watching these tickets get sold, i.e., people very close to me, excuse me, were going after tickets. Please listen to me when I tell you, them tickets was not cheap. Like, not cheap at all. And people were in dumb lines, digital on the phone, dumb lines going after them tickets, and they got them 3 nights straight. I know people who stayed on them lines and got tickets for each day. And you sitting here talking about y'all trying to make this 60-year-old dude hot. Nobody cares about him. Who's nobody? Who's nobody? Like, why is this a discussion? Why is this an argument? Why are you so overly concerned about what hip hop wants to hear from? Academics, a dude who didn't come into the country until he was 10 and wasn't listening to hip hop when he pulled up. Like, bro, why do you care this much? Is it because I can't say a good chunk of people are excited to see Jay, and then they try to undermine it with the sales? Like, look, Reasonable Doubt ain't selling, bro. It's a throwback album. What did you expect it to sell? It's a reissue of an album that's been around for 30 years. Sell what? Like, are you serious? These are weak arguments, and I'm so sick. I'm tired of ageism being being the crux of every argument. So Jay's not allowed to be on fire because of how old he is. And no one's asking to make him like the head of the table. I think, quite honestly, Jay is past that. His fans definitely are. I definitely am. Jay got to be the number one artist in the country for at this point. I shout out to Wayno. He said it best. At this point, when it comes to Jay, it's legacy, it's skill. The skill has not fallen. Um, might be a slight dip, but Jay's floor is still a lot of people's ceilings when we start talking about talent. Something that Act never really seems to do. Rock Nation is a problem. Jay is a problem, but every argument boils down to his age. And bro, you gotta get another. You gotta get another leg to stand on, because the people who rolled into that stadium don't care how old he is. Not to mention the fact that if you want to hear rap, like a lot of us do, he's still one of the best stores out. If you like that, if that was a bar, do me a favor, hit the likes, hit the subs. That's how you show your boy love. Hit the like, hit the like, hit the like. Jay, exactly. American. Jay had his 10-year run. No one's arguing for him to have another run at like the hottest new artist. We're not as no one wants no one's trying to convince anyone that he has that energy. But this is the thing. No one's trying to convince anyone of anything when it comes to Jay. Jay is Jay. Jay is Jay. Jay is Mount Rushmore. It's a different. He's not competing with the dude you want to hear from today. That's that. He's past that. He had that time. That time is over. He's no longer looking for something like that. And I hate it. I hate it that it sounds like I'm caping for anybody. But at this point, I'm just speaking the facts. Our legends deserve more respect than to constantly undermine them based on their age. That's so corny to me. That's so corny to me. Wayno had a the man built a dynasty. The man is the voice of a generation, ushered in a ton of rappers. Find me one of your new rappers who would feel the need to disrespect Jay out and out. And if I came across a new rapper who didn't know who Jay-Z was, I'd look at him funny. It just shows me you have done no kind of deep dive into your history, and it shows me what I can expect to hear from you. But our greats, our icons, our legends, they deserve way more respect. And trying to usher them out to pasture because they're still viable acts. They're still talented. Their talent is still top tier. They're still doing what we all love to hear. I didn't mean for that to rhyme. That's corny. That's a really lame thing to do. That's I don't get it. I don't get it. Tell me he's whack. Tell me the bars are not entertaining. Even if they're a couple notches down or maybe a couple notches up, tell me the bars aren't there. Or how about this one? Maybe you just stop listening. Maybe you just stop talking about them. Maybe you don't worry about worry about what we who enjoy Jay are doing. Why are you so pressed about what happens over here, bro? Like, and then you get on. He gets on Wayno. He gets on what's the bro's name? Charlemagne, for being attached to Rock Nation, Rockefeller in any way, shape, form, or fashion, as if he does not wear the cape, socks, and shoes of OVO. Bro, what are we doing? It really feels like to me. First of all, let's get this out the way. If somebody cut Ack a check, he's gonna cape for anybody. He's already told you that. He's for sale. His opinion is for sale. Whoever's cutting him this check to go at Jay and Rock Nation, whatever that is, or maybe Rock Nation is stepping on his check, or maybe he's being paid to go after Rock Nation. I don't know. I have no I have absolutely no knowledge on that, no facts on that. But we have heard Act say from his own mouth that if somebody gave him a check, that's where he's at. He's gonna ride. He doesn't care what he. There's no integrity, and the integrity is on the check. If Jay cut him a big enough check, he'd be all Jay everything. We all know this. And I'm not making that up. He said that himself. So why anybody is taking Act as a source of information, a credible, partial, a partisan source of information, I'll never understand. I'll never understand. Act wasn't mad at Jay when Jay was on Drake's projects, and he's been on more Drake. He's been on more. He's got more Drake features than Wayne does. I don't understand. If you cut him a big enough check, he's gonna say whatever there is to say. Isn't that dude ranked number one in the pod world? That's what he might be. He might be. I don't know. I'm not looking. I'm not checking. I just got the facts. I'm just telling you what I'm looking at here. His opinion is for sale. The integrity is out the window. The morals chase the check. So when he rides on Rock Nation, when he goes after Jay-Z, the question of is he being paid to do this? Is this really his opinion, or is he being paid by whoever to go at this specific body right now? No ethics. Thank you. Now, is he being paid to do this? That's a legitimate question out of his own mouth. Legitimate question. That's hilarious all day. Act definitely not on anybody's DJ list. That's hilarious. That's he's not the first DJ to take money. He's the first one dumb enough to tell everybody that he takes money. Now we know that your opinion is brought and paid for. So what are we talking about? And when he goes after people like Jay, if he's going after people like Kendrick, I don't even know if he really means it. Like my phone blows up when he says something crazy, and I have to keep reminding everybody he's not a journalist. He's not, and then people get mad at me. I point out the obvious. They say I'm shitting on him or I'm hating on him. How, Sway? I'm telling you what he said, and I don't want you to hold him to the same ethical standards that you hold journalists to. Seriously, I don't. Oh, Joe Montana, you idiot, you idiot. Once again, hating, low IQ activity. Low IQ activity. Joe, low IQ, bro. Low IQ, super low IQ. Assuming you're a guy. Um, I happy Fourth. Everybody have the best Fourth of July weekend. Again, I'm not gonna stay on here super long. I didn't want to do that today. I got a couple other moves to make. Do it like shout out one time for all everybody who pulled up. Let me see. Act is staying on code with OVO. Coincidentally, the same people coming at Jay are aligned to Cash Money or Little Wayne since '04. Who's surprised at that? And again, I don't want to put out false information. I don't want to sit here and repeat anything that I haven't researched or actually put eyes on. Um, I'm not on that kind of time. Yeah, no B-74 today. I got to check on her. I'm just sitting there talk about how she's like the sunrise. I got to check. She's constant. I got to check on B. But people, the argument that Jay is too old to do anything is super stupid. Super like that's the corniest argument. Getting that Wayno and getting that Charlemagne for being for supporting an organization the exact same way he supports OVO, hypocritical. Knowing that he's doing whatever for the check takes all that it takes all the wind out of the sails for me. So this goes out to anybody who's been watching, to anybody who's hit my line asking me, what kind of journalism is this and how y'all journalists just let act. He's not a journalist. This also goes for everybody who gets mad at me when I state the obvious. Ack is not a journalist. Ack is a talking head. Ack is a media head. But Ack is the story most of the time. And that's not what a journalist is. That's not what we do. But that's what he does. He is the story. I'm sitting here talking about him because Big Sugar in the building. We were just Big Sugar. Scroll up. We were literally just asking about you, just concerned. We were just checking for you. I don't know why you didn't get the alert. That's weird. But thank you for pulling up. As always, Sugar, you know what it is. Excuse me. Bloggers are getting more attention than the artists, just like battle rap. Yeah, the problem is, the difference is, battle rap takes skill. Battle rap takes talent. Bloggers just take Wi-Fi. Doing the same thing for Drake. That's all I'm saying. So we can toss all this out the window. Like me personally, I don't take too much of what that dude says seriously. Like Wayno, him and Wayno going back and forth, they have a personal relationship. I've never met Academics. I don't have it. I don't have a. I was right here, B. I don't have a dog in this fight, but I keep my focus on music. I keep my focus on culture. My problem with Academics is we have legends and icons in this business who do not see the kind of love that they should. And with one of the few who's actually getting those kind of flowers, getting that kind of respect, selling out a stadium 3 days in a row, 30-year anniversary of a monumental album. I'm not cool to sit by and just let that dude be slandered because he made it to an age that A, he didn't think he was gonna make it to. B, a lot of us don't make too many of us don't make it to. And C, we should all hope to get to. I don't and this idea that he needs to go sit down. Why does he need to go sit down? Who told you that? First of all, who's gonna make it? Selling out a stadium. He can go sit there. He can go sit in that stadium he just sold out. $5 super chat from B74 because I wasn't on time. You always on time when you pull up, B. We love you in this room. You know what it is. You're always on time. They was dead ass asking about you because I had to zap somebody before you got here. Let me go ahead and put a heart on that and put a like on that. Thank you for supporting the channel, B. Thank you for being on. Thank you for doing all you do. Dead ass. Thank you for doing everything you do. Yes, IE Network. The problem is Mecca the Culture, whoever is the culture, has named him number one media personality in hip hop. That's a problem. Media personality, not a journalist. I'm not asking for him to, I'm not asking to change the title of what he is. I'm just asking, let's address him properly. I wouldn't refer to a Rottweiler as a Shih Tzu. I wouldn't refer to a sports car as an SUV. I wouldn't refer to a mountain lion as a calico. Let's just call it what it is and everybody be who they are. Simple. Simple. He is cosplaying as a wannabe journalist. He wants the respect of one, but doesn't have the skill set, respect, or knowledge to even be considered a journalist. He also doesn't have the discipline, morals, or integrity. He's told you he takes bread. I hate that I'm giving him this much time, but the fact is he's a very loud voice in this ecosystem. And when he says stuff like this, it almost feels like if you don't say anything, it's like compliance. Like it's like you're accepting it. Silence is compliance. Yeah, man. If you don't say anything, if you don't speak out, it's like you're saying it's okay. And I'm not okay with ushering our icons out to pasture. Why can't we have a 60-year-old with dope bars actively giving us music whenever he feels like it? That should be the reward for as much work as Jay has put in. That should be the reward. You shouldn't have to rush to put something out every year. When you're Jay's level, you've made Jay's money, you got Jay status, you should be able to celebrate a 30-year anniversary and then give us something new when you get a when you know when you're in that mood. That should be what it is. That's not the reward of getting to icon status. Seriously? Dead ass? That's where we at? Our icons have to sit down because academics said so? Because a dude who didn't get to this country till he was 10 years old, then start listening to hip hop till whenever, now all of a sudden, because he said so, because he's decided Jay's no longer important, or because the person who's paying him enough money decided Jay's no longer important, this is where we at with it? Nah, bro. To just get to insult our icons like that? Nah, bro. Nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. If we ever going to get past the ageism that cripples this culture, somebody we got to draw a line somewhere. This can't be it. This can't be what we doing. Grown folk need to be able to participate in the culture that we've carried all this time. I refuse to be. I refuse to just be a dude standing there letting you insult. And I don't even know the reason. Had Jay done, listen, I've interviewed Dame Dash 3 times. Probably gonna be 4. When he says something, Seven Saga, what up? When Dame has an issue with Jay, I don't question that because there's a lot of water under that bridge. There's a dam's worth of water under that bridge. I get it. I act a dumbass. Seventh, you stupid. That was a good one, and it was a new one. If Dame has an issue, I don't know what academics issue is with Jay. I have no idea, but it doesn't make any fucking sense. Especially since I know your issues can be financed. Someone can finance you having it. Someone can sponsor an issue. Rapping is a mental thing and only physical in terms of breath control. So ageism arguments are ridiculous. Leroy Green, thank you, thank you. But it's the only argument he has when it comes to Jay. I'm just saying, like if I heard an actual issue, if I heard that Jay was, oh, by the way, if you're initiated, you understand this T-shirt. If you're initiated, I told you what my T-shirt game is nuts. If you're initiated, bring back record shop. If you're initiated, you know what shop this is. Now, I'm not going to blow it up. When I see it in the chat, I'll do this. But you got it. You got to know. You got to know. You got to be initiated to know this specific shop. Eric Sermon been saying we are the only culture that does that. IE Network. I wish I could link you right now to my IG where we sat down in the shop interviewing Eric Sermon and we started talking about ageism. And I called out Andre 3000 for the exact same thing. With him sitting right there. With him sitting right there. It's so funny that you should bring him up. It's nasty work. It's nasty work. It's nasty work. And I refuse. Seven Saga, I remember that episode. Bro, I refuse. I refuse to just sit here and let this guy, I'm trying to be nice here. Just sit here and let this guy, Family First, salute, $5 super chat from Family First. I only respected him clowning Sneeko. Other than that, he's all preservatives, no substance, no nutrients. New to the chat, but not your commentary. Family First, number one, I want to thank you for supporting the channel with the super chat. Let me show that a like and a love real quick. Put a love on that. Put a like on that. Thank you, thank you, thank you for pulling up to the channel. Oh, Justice here? Ah, there she is. One time. Salute, Just. Hey, hold your head. We still. Still got you in the prayer, sis. Hold your head. Um, Two, I completely understand where you coming, fam. Make sure you subscribe. You need to pull up here. This is you. You're in good company here. You're home here. There's a family here. We all like-minded individuals. We go back and forth and we debate, but you in the right spot. You didn't came to the right you done came to the right restaurant. You where you need to be. Dead ass. You where you need to be. Pull up. Subscribe, become a mechanic. Get your tool belt, get your cover rolls, pull up. I do this every day around 5 o'clock. Pull on up. It's a good vibe. It's a good energy. Um Crafty NYC. Don't you think Three Stacks does it because he himself doesn't want to rap anymore? No, no, that's not what I think. Because I've been I'm a journalist. That's my career. I worked at the Source. That's my career. It's where it started. I witnessed Three Stacks telling everybody way back when, if you go look, way back when he's been talking about being a 40-plus-year-old rapper and how that, was terrible. And oh my God, I can't imagine rapping it for it. Like, he's been on that time. So now that he hit the mark, he's afraid to be seen as corny by the kids. He's afraid to be seen as, he's afraid of that reputation because he carried that mentality early. This is not me slandering Three Stacks. This is me talking about the things that he said in various interviews. Google, I'm sure it'll come up. I'm sure it'll come up. Hit the Google. Stacks has always had ageism in his mind. He's always been, it's always been there. He doesn't want to rap anymore because of how it'll look, not because of how it'll sound. Can't be. The man touches a pen and the heavens open up. Did you hear what he did on Killer Mike's album? Don't talk to me about he don't want to rap no more. You're not that good. He's way too good, and he's too important of a voice. He's too important of a voice at his age for us to lose him to something as stupid as ageism and the philosophy that someone like Akademiks is running around pushing. I can't. No fucking way am I okay with that. No way. And no way I'm gonna be quiet about it. Because his attitudes like that has Three Stacks questioning himself. With that kind of pen, we can't afford to lose that level of talent to something like ageism. Oh my God, that's terrible. Like that, I want to hear 40 plus Andre 3000 breaking down that mind. I want to hear that mind at this age, giving us game. I want that. I want to hear his observations on life from this perch. Walk me through it, Stack. Show me like Method Man. The reason why I respect him so much because at his age, first of all, his bars is crazy, and second of all, he's really showing us what it looks like at that age. He's showing us. I'm giving something to look forward to. Let me stop the clock real quick. IE Network TV. Salute, $5 super chat. Shout out to IE Network TV readers. I met you years ago. I ran Block TV. We met at an event. Salute. Oh, shit. Okay, you gotta let me show love to that. Appreciate it, and I'm glad I wasn't a dickhead. You never know. It's a small world. Does not pay to be a dickhead in these streets. But thank you for pulling up, bro. I hope you subscribed. I hope you like rocking with us. It's good again, good energy, good place to be. Too many of our top lyricists, hip hop legends have achieved rock star status. The only time they should hang it up the mic is when they have decided they no longer have anything to say. Don't do it. Imagine retiring a mind because of a date on the calendar. Imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine hanging it up because somebody is determined you've aged out of a genre that you've been carrying your whole run. Drake is 40. He's acting like Drake is 25. But he acts like he's 25. Like the immaturity again. But I'm sitting here telling you how academics acts. Pun intended. I don't know that he really acts like that because someone could be paying him to act like that. I have no idea if that's the real academics I'm looking at or the sponsored version. None whatsoever. I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Big Sugar B74 Mech. I've realized a lot of artists that act mad immature. Newsflash B, they not acting. They're not. They'd have Oscars if they acted that well. They're not acting. As someone who sat down, they're not acting. That's not an act. You'd like to think so, but no. What would you think? No, because that's why. Shout out to the homie on Instagram. I love that. The rock and roll fans would never do that to their legends. No, they do not, Dana. 100%. 100%. No, they do not. No, they do not. Google Mick Jagger rehearsal and look at that 70-plus-year-old dude in a dance studio going off, just getting right. Like, bro, it's a thing. It's a thing. It's a thing. Academics is immature. I mean, yeah. It sells from Megan and Rock Nation taking the court over comments about Tory situation, but the nail in the coffin was Jay putting Kendrick on a Super Bowl halftime show, bro. You too invested. You too invested. If that's what it really was, you're too invested. You're too invested over a situation that you have nothing to do with. You're too invested. Way too invested. Too invested. He said Jay is 60, so why is Drake throwing shots at him, laughing my ass off? He want to throw shots and not have Jay say nothing. Hell no. It's like LeBron throwing shots at Jordan. And that's not a LeBron shot. I hate that I have to keep qualifying all these. That's not a LeBron shot, but bro, like this is trash. Like what we dealing with right now, this is trash. The idea of putting our icons, our legends out the pasture, trash. Trash. I can't be quiet. I can't be quiet. I refuse. I'm not gonna be quiet. Do we want LeBron in NY? No. 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 He should go have his farewell run in either Cleveland or Miami. My personal opinion. It should no, I no. Don't mess up what we got going on over here for you to cash out after 1 year. You know what? Go get LeBron and trade him for Mitch. Fair game. Get my center back in here. Get Mitch back. How about that? Miami. So I'm glistening again today. My skin be skinning. Percentage of ageism in hip hop is the record label. What percentage of ageism in hip hop is the record label's fault? That's a good question. That's a good question. I think I want to say 60. I want to say 60. I think, but not so much. It's a moving scale because I think it's been picked up so much by the artists that the labels don't have to perpetrate it anymore. They just perpetrate it in action. They don't have to say shit. They just action wise, they're gonna push that narrative, that agenda. Um, they treat LeBron the same way. Yeah, don't get me started on. This is the wrong time to ask me about LeBron because I don't want him messing up my team's chemistry. That's all. And call me sour, call me whatever. When LeBron had the chance to come play for New York, he took his talents down to South Beach. If you expect me to forget that, you're bugging. You're bugging. November 14th, 2023. Just so we can put this point home. When you got Young Miami talking about I want to be a young hoe again, I'm done with 30 and under rappers. Bro, bro. I don't and I don't want reverse ageism either. But I think we can call out dumb without attaching it to age. I see plenty of under 30 rappers who spit that shit. Spit that shit. Spit. Oh my, they spit that shit. They go ham. Plenty of them. However, I think we can call out stupidity of all ages. Here y'all go. Here y'all go. Let's see if this pulls up. Yeah. Don't say I didn't. There you go. Check that link. Everybody in here, go hit that link real quick. Real quick. And if you hit that link and watch the whole thing, leave some tool belts in the comments so I know it was a mechanic who went over and watched it. It's old as hell. It's like 3 years old now. But like leave some re, leave some tools in the comments so I know that you came over here from there. That you came over there from here. Leave some tools in the comments after you watch it. Dead ass. Like I've been saying this. This is not new. Ageism is not, and my feelings about it, nothing new. Been on this kind of time, and that's sitting in the chair with Eric Sermon. Sitting in the chair with Eric Sermon. Been there. Been there. Not new. Yo, B, you ridiculous. You ridiculous. Hoes age differently. Her 30 is really 45. Yo, I'm not. I'm moving on. Crown K, what up? Salute, salute. Welcome to the room. But correct. I never said I'm not dealing with you. I'm not doing this. Digital debacle. Hit the link. Hit the link. Should I pin the link? B, could you pin that link for me real quick? I just want everybody to like go, please. We talking about ageism. And I had this conversation with Eric Sermon, who's a big influence of mine. I'm a major supporter of Eric Sermon. EPMD is like on my route Mount Rushmore of groups, greatest groups of all time when it comes to hip hop. EPMD is one of those names I can never forget. I can never leave it out. Shout out to the Flow State. Thank you for supporting the channel. Shout out to the Flow State. Digital debacle, just so you know where I'm coming from. Um, Abdul, thank you for the Flow State. Much appreciate that. Yeah, it's more of an individual mentality, but good artists get thrown in the blender with young, idiotic artists. Like they're monolithic. It's up to the listener to give every artist a chance. He ain't coming to the Knicks. Don't worry. I.e. from your lips to God's ears, bro. Yeah, man. Don't you gotta miss me with the ageism talk. Oh, okay. You can't pin. That's all right. I'll throw it in again. Boom. All good. Matter of fact, can I pin it? I sure can. Boom. Boom. Check that. There it is right there. That's my feeling on ageism. If you go to that link and you watch me say my little 1-2 during this interview with Eric Sermon, do me a favor, go in the comment section, leave some tools so I know a mechanic stopped by. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. Go on by, leave some tools in the comment section so I know you got over there from here. That's all I ask. Shout out to everybody lurking who's not talking. We love you just the same. Hit the like, hit the hype, hit the subs. That's the way you show your boy love. Oh, you thought somebody was talking down on Eric Sermon? Man, never, 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 never. Bite your tongue. That day will never bite your tongue. Never. Me talk down on Eric Sermon, the Green Eye Bandit, one half fathers of the hit of the father of Death Squad, half creator of the Hit Squad. Like, just no problem, no problem. You rock with us. You got this is all you need. You got what you need right here. Thank you, B. Thank you, B. Much love. Um, Ageism has been running rampant, but it's people like academics promoting it, and I can't sit still and just let that be what it is. I can't do it. I gotta say something. I can't do it. Anyway, that's all I came to say. Like that, and my T-shirt is fire, and apparently my skin is skinning. Um, Thank y'all for pulling up. We've been on a good chunk of time. I'm not gonna beat anybody in the head, but I'm thinking we revisit this topic tomorrow. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all are thinking. Again, there's a link pinned down to the bottom of this thing. If you go there from here, make sure to leave some tools over in the comment section so I know where you got it from. And yeah, man, just ageism is corny. Ageism is corny. That's super corny. And I've thought that my entire life. As someone who's gotten a lot of wisdom from people who are older than me, the idea of cutting that off just because, I'm not with it. I'm not jacking that at all. I refuse. Yeah, yeah, nah. Miss me with that. Crown, I hope you're subscribing. I hope you pull back up. Um, Everybody be safe. Enjoy the holiday. Go someplace safe. Go where you're celebrated and not tolerated. Don't experiment with July 4th. Go someplace where it's safe and it's cool. You can have that cheeseburger. You can have whatever it is you're gonna have, but like have the best time you can. Be safe. You know what? I'm gonna take tomorrow off for the 4th, but if I don't and I pull back up, make sure you got that alarm bell hit so you know that I'm arriving. In the meantime, in between time, brothers and sisters, mothers and misters, bunions and blisters, this has been the garage, home to the worldwide mechanics. The lead mechanic, Mac Rashawn. As always, hit the likes, hit the hype, hit the subs. That's how you show your boy love. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for pulling up and rocking with me. I will be pulling up maybe tomorrow around 5, but in case I don't, hit that alarm bell so you know that it's me. Hang up your coveralls, hang up your tool belt. Let's get this thing off the rack and see where we at. Everybody have the best time you can tomorrow and be super safe. That's all I got to say about that. In the meantime, Garage is now officially closed for the evening. Fuck ageism, and I'll see you.